All right, let's set the scene. Picture this. Two sisters, Anshika and Aisha, are playing with a little paper boat. It seems like just a simple, everyday moment, right? But believe it or not, that tiny boat is our ticket to a really special place.
So little Aisha is watching her boat, and she's just fascinated by how easily it's gliding on the water. And that simple, curious observation, well, that's what kicks off our whole journey today. You might be wondering, where are we even going? Her big sister, Anshika, is about to tell us.
Anshika looks at that little boat and her mind just jumps to something much, much bigger. She's thinking of a place filled with rivers, coconuts, and just incredible greenery. And yep, you guessed it, we are heading off to explore the amazing Indian state of Kerala.
All right, first things first. You've probably heard Kerala called God's own country. It's a pretty famous nickname, but what's actually behind it? Let's dive in and find out. You know, that name, God's own country, it's not just some clever marketing slogan. It's for real. It perfectly captures the absolutely stunning natural beauty of the place. We're talking about a state tucked away in the southwest corner of India, right on the coast of the Arabian Sea. And that gorgeous coastline, that's just where the magic begins.
Okay, so I've got a super simple trick for you to remember what Kerala is all about. Just picture two things, coconuts and canals. Seriously, lock those two images in your head. That simple little combo is really the key to getting a feel for the state's unique vibe.
So, we've got the vibe, we've got the landscape down. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty, the foundational stuff. You know, every state has its own essential facts, and we're about to break down the key details that shape Kerala's land, its language, and its laws.
All right, let's run through some key stats. And don't worry, I have got a few tricks to make them stick. First up, the capital. Tiruvannamalai. Yeah, it's a mouthful, but just remember, long name, lovely place. Then, the state's broken down into 14 districts. A cool way to remember that is to just imagine all those famous rivers flowing through each one of them. So, when did the state as we know it today actually come to be? Well, mark this date down, November 1st, 1956. That's when modern Kerala was officially formed. And here's an easy way to lock that in. Just think, 1956, Kerala United. That was the year all its different parts finally came together to form one state. Now, what about its role on the national stage? Well, Kerala definitely has a strong voice in India's government. It sends 20 members to the Lok Sabha, which is the lower house of India's parliament, and another 9 members to the Rajya Sabha, the upper house. So, yeah, they're well represented. And back home, within the state itself, the Legislative Assembly has 140 members who represent the people. And hey, here's a neat way to remember that number. Think of it as 140, a powerful symbol of a strong, unified democracy in action. And, you know, the state has this really rich political history. The leadership has a direct line that stretches all the way from its very first chief minister, E.M.S. Namboodiripad, right up to the present day with Pinarayi Vijayan. Okay, get ready for one of my favorite fun facts about Kerala. The official language is Malayalam. So what's the big deal? Well, get this. It's a palindrome. You can spell it M-A-L-A-Y-A-L-A-M forwards or backwards. It's exactly the same. How cool is that? Okay. We've crunched the numbers, we've got the facts down. Now it's time to get into the really fun stuff, the part that's a total feast for the senses. We're talking culture, we're talking art, and oh yeah, we are definitely talking about the incredible food. When it comes to dance, Kerala is in a league of its own. It's home to these incredibly dramatic art forms like Kathakali and Mohiniyattam. The costumes and makeup are just mind-blowing. But here's the thing. These aren't just dances. They're epic stories told without a single word, just through these super intricate facial expressions and hand gestures. So an easy way to remember it is this. In Kerala, dance is literally a story told on the face. And the food, oh, we have to talk about the food. If you ever get the chance to go to Kerala, you have got to try these. First, there's sajia, this massive vegetarian feast served on a banana leaf. It's an experience. Then you have avial, this amazing mixed vegetable curry. And my personal favorite, appam. They're these soft, fluffy rice pancakes that you usually have with a mild, comforting stew. So good. And you know who would notice one ingredient popping up everywhere? Our friend, Aisha. She'd be like, hey, there's coconut in everything. And she'd be right. It's used in every possible way, as oil, milk, grated, you name it. So the memory trick here is super easy and 100% true. Kerala's food runs on coconut magic. So we've seen the incredible landscapes, we've tasted the culture, but what is it that really makes Kerala tick? What's its secret? In this last part, we're going to uncover the unique things that really define its happy, healthy approach to life.
So, what is it that makes Kerala so special? It's not just one thing, it's this amazing mix. You've got the super calm backwaters, perfect for just cruising on a houseboat. Then there's Ayurveda, this ancient, natural approach to health and wellness. And get this, it has the highest literacy rate in all of India, which just shows how much they value education. And to top it all off, you have that long, stunning coastline. It's the whole package. And when you take all of that, the nature, the education, the wellness, and you put it all together, you get to the core idea, the big takeaway. Kerala is all about a philosophy built around living a healthy and happy life. It's this beautiful balance between nature, knowledge, and just well-being.
And now it's time for the grand finale. Let's wrap everything we've learned into one awesome super memory formula. We're going to spell out the name Kerala. Ready? K is for knowledge, with that amazing literacy rate. E is for being environmentally friendly. R is for those gorgeous rivers and backwaters. The next E is for that delicious exotic food. L is for its long, beautiful coastline. And finally, A is for Ayurveda, that ancient secret to wellness. See, the whole spirit of the state packed right into its name. I think Anshika would say that the story of Kerala is about way more than just a place on a map. It's a really powerful lesson, isn't it? It shows us just how important it is to focus on both education and living a healthy, balanced life. And that brings us to one last thought for you to take away. Kerala's story is all about balance, health, and knowledge. So I want you to take a second and think about it. What's the unique lesson that your own home state or your own region has to teach? Something to chew on. Thanks so much for joining me on this incredible journey.